Let's go! Money talk, ideas fly. Nick on deck, Jeremy buy. Big move, small talk. Tune in, we don't waste time. Investor share, let's go. Investor share, one more. Nick and Jeremy in the zone. Investor share, that's home.
We are live. Good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Nick Beveridge. Welcome to the Investor Share Podcast. You're going to get a lot of knowledge today. Welcome, co-host Jeremy Kitchen.
Thank you. That was... It's a felt like you forgot about me there for a second.
No, I was just getting to
you. You got a lot of knowledge. Oh, and here's
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh,
happy to be here as always, even if you're not happy to have me here.
UGH, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is such a great response with people now these days.
That's like what happens in my head, like, but not what translates out my mouth when they tell me something. So
that's the new LOL.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we got a banger today, guys. I'm not kidding. Okay. You know, we talk about AI a lot on the show, and I'm constantly telling you how I'm learning. I'm going balls deep into AI this year. I'm stopping everything I'm doing, and I'm just going to implement it in my business. And it first kind of started with like the OpenClaw.
Yeah.
Remember that episode? Where like, hey, we have an emergency podcast and we have to stop what we're doing, come here so we can learn about this stupid tool that's actually useless at this point.
Right.
And I say that with generosity. It was actually a great learning experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it got me into the world of AI and like getting obsessed with trying to like, can you actually get the computer to do everything that a person can do on the internet if you program it right?
Yeah.
And it turns out, pretty much.
Sure.
For the most part, there's very little human involvement if you set things up right. But OpenClaw is now officially, as of the last like week or two with me, decommissioned.
Whoa.
Not needed.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of the past episodes, I've been sharing how to start projects and how to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it does work, but it is extremely inefficient compared to what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. And I've gotten to the stage, Jeremy, where I'm back to work.
Okay.
As of Friday, got back to work as an agent because everything's up and running and live.
Okay.
And works really well.
Gotcha.
So I'm happy to say, what is it? We are in July 20th.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted like pretty early on in the year, like around March or so, that it would probably take till the end of the year or so for me to figure out everything and get everything implemented that I want. And a couple weeks ago, I would say that I was still, maybe going to be a little early.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple weeks ago, I scratched everything and just rebuilt everything from scratch
with the newer tools that were out and stuff. I'm assuming
well, actually, not newer tools. There were tools that were always available. I just didn't know how to use them properly.
Yeah.
So the mistake I was making, for anybody out there running their business and trying to use AI, here's what I was able to change to make things run so much more smoother. I was using the web app of Claude as an orchestrator, where you can start a new chat or start projects, tell it what you want to do, and it will give you all these ideas and plans that you can print off or download, and then it'll give you certain prompts for Claude Code to start building things and the Chrome agent to start going through and helping you do whatever you need to do to, build out whatever platforms or to, if you're like, for instance, to start, let's go back. I wanted to get a database.
Mm-hmm.
These were the big three projects, I guess I can say. I wanted a very clean database.
Yeah.
So it recommended initially, use Go High Level.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most bot-friendly website that you can get. It's about $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And there's API keys for pretty much everything. And you can have your OpenClaw bots be able to communicate with that site really easily.
Yeah.
And so that was the plan. Okay, we started there. And then also I wanted to use the web tools, like the basic website of Claude, help me figure out all my contacts.
Sure.
Like here's everything that I'm willing to expose, my phone histories, call history, text history, email history, all this stuff. And here's a conglomerate of all these permissions I'm willing to accept. Walk me through the steps of how to unleash all this to you. and there's a lot of manual steps on, okay, do this, and it took a couple months to basically go from a 4,000 people database that I thought was half junk to all of a sudden 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And a lot of those there's mistakes, there's stuff that needed to be merged, whatever. It wasn't perfect, but it was really well enhanced. It went through pretty much every contact I've ever had, not just someone that I saved in my phone, but people that I've texted in the past, people that I've emailed, people that should be in a database.
Sure.
Anybody that I touched digitally was able to get and try to build some context on that and create a new contact and try to merge other people. And also any transaction history, try to catch that and be like, oh, he sold this house, and here's a history of that.
Yeah.
Trying to get things real clean on go high level so that I can then start the transaction coordination part of Katie.
Yeah.
The OpenClaw agent that would be acting as the human TC transaction coordinator.
Right.
That will get information from go high level and then try to work with our emails and everything and a phone to try to push the transaction along.
Sure.
And then also I needed a website that needed to be revamped because we were getting rid of our old CRM that the office was getting rid of, and that was being hosted on there.
Yeah.
And let's see, there's a few other things that I knew eventually wanted to see if I can blend my RV park property management software somewhere and maybe save $90 a month there if I could in the future. I wanted it to figure out how to go through my QuickBooks and do a lot of my bookkeeping for me to save me an hour or so a week, or 2 hours a week sometimes. Depends on how much I had going on. So I was looking for all these things where how can we build bots to go on these different websites and try to help my life and just stitch everything together with Band-Aids.
Yeah.
And then anytime somebody else's site was broken or something that wasn't working, or if I hit a usage limit with API keys with some website, things would just break.
Yeah.
And so I did something that I didn't even think was possible, but a couple weeks ago, and we talked about this in a brief episode where I basically replaced my QuickBooks
you did.
with what I called NickBooks. And it was, and, but what I was doing was I was just I communicated with Claude first and told it what I wanted to do. And it said, it's a bad idea. This is the website version, not Claude Code.
Okay.
There's a difference between speaking to the website Claude and speaking to Claude Code. Claude Code is a worker bee and it will just do whatever you tell it to.
Right.
And it will find a way.
Claude website is like, hey, you probably shouldn't, and it gives you reasoning.
It just wants to, what I found was, I think it just wants you to hang out on that website.
Yeah.
And use it.
I feel the same way.
And it doesn't care what kind of work you actually get done.
Dude, I feel the same way. I know you're like going on your thing, but like lately I've just been like less and less nice to AI because the more nice I am, the more it feels like it just like doesn't get what I want done.
No. Here's what I've learned. The website does a great job of responding to chats.
Yeah.
And it figures out how to respond to you, how to make you feel good. Claude Code or the Grok CLI, these are agents that run on your computer.
Okay.
They just want to work.
Yeah. Give me a job.
There's no, that's their whole purpose in life is like, give me stuff to build. I will build whatever you tell me to. I will not complain. I'll be up all night, even though it only takes me 4 minutes to build a website.
Sure, but I'll say, yeah, whatever.
But like, give me stuff to do. That's my whole purpose. Where I was speaking to Claude on the website, trying to plan everything, and it was just slowing me down, trying to put up roadblocks, trying to make everything so safe and like, is this really going to match your goals long time? And then what I noticed was about a month ago, and it pissed me off, but I had all these documents in projects, and it took me a while to realize that half the time it wasn't reading anything, and it was just acting like it knew what it was, what I was asking it, and it actually had context on me, and it never bothered to read anything.
No.
And it was just pretending to give me advice and pretending that it was reading stuff. Claude Code does not pretend.
Yeah.
Claude Code needs to build stuff on your computer, so it needs maximum context on what you're doing. So it's always reading your files and not screwing anything up or pretending on anything. Same with the Grok agent.
Yeah.
So I basically, when I started I asked, let's go back. I asked, could I rebuild QuickBooks? And it said, well, no. I think you're undervaluing what QuickBooks does for you and blah, 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 and trying to sell me on how great QuickBooks is. And I said, well, here's how I work QuickBooks. I don't reconcile my books like most people. I just use it as an expense tracker with all my different businesses and all my different properties and all my different fix and flips. And I just categorize them to projects, and it's not done. It's not correctly how you should be using QuickBooks, but I don't want to pay for 10 different memberships for 10 different businesses.
Right.
And so that's the way I use QuickBooks. And then when I get all my 1099 income at the end of the year, I just download all these expense spreadsheets, and then I add the income from the 1099, and there's my P&Ls for the years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of manual work,
Yeah.
but that's what I do. Like, can we just build something by chance? And I don't know how it would look, how it would be hosted or anything like that.
Yeah.
Could I save $115 a month by just building something like that out? And it said, oh, yeah, you can. Give this prompt to Claude Code. Yeah. And I gave a prompt to Claude Code, and it said it would actually, it's going to cost you $1.50 a month, though, because you need this particular banking subscription online. Yeah. It's a website where you can add banks to it, as many banks and credit cards as you want to. Yeah. But that service, it actually cost me less than that. It costs $15 a year. If you do that annual pricing, it's cheaper.
I always look at annual pricing when I do any of that stuff.
So here's what I did. I followed its instructions, and then I just, instead of going back after Claude Code built something, and then it built it, and then it said it was done. And then I pasted the results back to the website.
Okay.
In that chat I was in, and said, here, Claude Codes has this. I hardly ever read it because it's like, it looks like old coding, but even though it's just English.
Yeah.
But it just looks funny, and I'm able to just like copy and paste back to the website, and it digests that and tells me what that means and what to do next.
Right.
And then I was like, and it said, okay, go ahead and build a U. I'm like, I don't even know where this information exists. And it's like, oh, you need a UI version.
Yeah.
A user interface.
Sure.
And, okay, here's another prompt for Claude Code. And then boom. And then in 4 minutes, all of a sudden, this website popped up. And it had a weird IP address that was like numbers.
Yeah.
But it was a website that it created off my computer, I think. I think this is how it works.
Yeah.
That's hosted from my computer, just a private link that only I can access, and any computer in my network that I have in this Tailscale group. So my home computers, my MacBook, my iPhone, anything that I have connected to it, I'd have access through this website. It's a privately hosted little website. And it was, all my books were right there, and it needed a lot of tweaking. I'm like, can you make it look like? And I did this, and I accidentally replied to Claude Code.
Oh,
instead of
the chatbot,
instead of the chatbot, and I said, could you do this? And then immediately, like within 30 seconds, it was built out. I saw the change, and I'm like, oh, I don't need to use the website. I can just talk to Claude Code and ask it to do stuff.
Okay.
And then it only took the rest of the day, and I had a complete replacement for QuickBooks.
That's awesome.
And it was smooth and running. And I'm like, I didn't chat with the website anymore for this. I just did it all here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else could I do?
Yeah. There you go.
But the funny thing was the next day, I believe I canceled QuickBooks because it was working.
Okay.
And it was working really good. And then the day after that, I got an email from QuickBooks saying that your pricing is going up to $140 a month.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't catch on that I already canceled my membership, or like I still had access for another couple weeks, but I didn't need it. It took all the data, and I was able to use the Chrome extension browser to like download all the data that it needed, and just got like the last 6 years of everything. And it got 18,000 transactions that were already posted, and it was able to build a little training model to like know how I typically categorize each transaction. So everything's like auto-populated.
Right.
It makes it so much easier to do my books. It was so much quicker than QuickBooks.
Right.
Funny,
right?
Funny how I built something quicker than QuickBooks for me.
I love it.
And then it just got better over time as I just continued to make tweaks.
Yeah. So we're going to keep hitting that in a second, but I do want to just kind of talk about QuickBooks in general. You know how, Claude was giving you like, oh, use QuickBooks, use QuickBooks. Do you think some of these companies like QuickBooks are sponsoring like their search to be pushed on Claude or Chat or anything like that for like a back end sponsorship of like, yes, you should be recommending our product first?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, if I had to guess, I doubt it.
I just think there's so much money going with AI. Like, and when I was trying to find a new CRM on ChatGPT as well. It kept being like, high level. I'm like, but I don't like high level. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking want it anymore. Give me something else. And it kept being like, well, you should really do high level. I'm like, pretend high level doesn't exist. I have to like bypass that.
So here's phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was thrilled with the QuickBooks replacement.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe that it was just like a website, but it was private.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how stable it was able to make backups on Google Drive and all that stuff, and backups on a couple different computers. So if if that computer that I was using ever crashed, I'd have backups in 2 other locations.
That's awesome.
So that was safe enough for me.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, I'm like, I wonder if it can do this for QuickBooks that quickly. I wonder if it could just build a CRM.
Yeah.
And I asked, could you do an extension or another tab that's basically a CRM and just copy what Go High Level is? Like, you already have API keys to see all the function, everything that we built on Go High Level, the way we move like our deals, what we input, our contacts are 10,000, 12,000 contacts. Actually, went up to 12.
Congratulations.
Yeah. But so it built out a CRM in 20 minutes.
Cool.
And it was just like Go High Level, but better and simpler.
Yeah. Go High Level's fucking nuts.
Yeah. But here's what I started here's what I realized though. When I tried to get my OpenClaw agents to work with Go High Level, it was not perfect. There was a lot of little roadblocks here and there. It did work. It worked good for the most part, but I would have to go Telegram one of my agents to like send them some info on a client, and then they would build it out. And sometimes it'd be sloppy.
Sure.
This, because it was all native, and I'm just working, I don't need to send anything to an OpenClaw agent. Right. I can just, I built out, I was able to build everything through Claude Code and Grok.
Okay.
And here's another cool thing, why I keep mentioning Grok.
Yeah.
Grok Build 4.5 came out. And it's just another CLI agent on their computer, just like Claude Code.
Yeah.
But they can communicate with each other.
Okay.
And they can check each other's work.
Cool.
So I would have, at first, I was having Claude Code build everything. And then I asked it like, okay, after you build this, can you spin up another Claude Code agent and another, a Grok CLI agent 4.5 to audit your work and recommend any fixes if it sees any bug in your code or anything like that.
Cool.
And so almost every feature I built out, I would ask it to do that. And almost every time it found issues with it or like long-term stability issues on how to fix it, and just fix it all automatically. But it was always helpful to have the two kind of work together, non-biased agents. They just want to work, but they can check each other's work for errors.
Right.
And just make corrections automatically.
So cool.
And that's pretty much the way. And then slowly over the last few days, actually, since I mostly just been using Grok because it's so much faster.
Sure.
Claude Code can take 20 minutes on something Grok would take 5 minutes on, and it's like the quality is like the same. But I can always have Grok pull up a Claude Code agent to check its work.
I think you're gonna find as you keep progressing in AI ventures that this back and forth is going to keep evolving and keep changing, because that's what it's been, right? People like ChatGPT used to be like the number one. You know what I mean? Like everyone was using Chat, and then it was like, oh, then Gemini came out, and then Grok and Claude and all these things came out, and they all keep getting better and faster with new features. Yeah, it's going to continue to be like a little bit back and forth because everybody wants to be at the forefront of this. You know what I mean? Yeah, like they are just going to continue getting better.
So here's what I'm going to do, Jeremy. I'm going to show you what I've built so far in the last 2 weeks.
Okay,
in my spare time.
Okay.
Some of it was like
you have a lot more spare time than like a normal person, I would say, with AI.
Just to let you know, I got back to work and I've been bookkeeping and actually using everything in here.
Cool. Okay.
I'm not going to share my screen, guys. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of private info in here.
We had that talk before. I'm like, Nick, you probably shouldn't share this stuff.
But I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through it. So,
and maybe like what you can do, obviously, and we talked about this too. Like maybe we can do some screenshots down the road, or put some screenshots in the link that show like what
what can be built.
Yeah, like if you put this in the description with
the
the screenshots and like your blurred numbers or something like that, you can absolutely do that. I just want you to kind of protect your info out there. So.
Yeah. So as you can see, my main hub is just the website is just like an IP address.
Okay, yeah.
It's just numbers.
Now, if I were to put that in on my phone, I wouldn't be able to access it, correct?
No, because you're not on my Tailscale network.
Okay.
So that's just my computers.
And it does say not secure up there. Is there a way to make it secure?
I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay. Don't look at that.
It's okay. So as you can see, I've got my little logo there, NickBooks. ChatGPT just make me a logo for NickBooks. That's kind of like QuickBooks.
Chat does that very well.
And it just generates a logo. I'm like, good enough. I'll download it. My summary page is simply just, what's today? What do you need to do today? Here's like books that need to be categorized. Here's what's going on in North Idaho news, the weather, quote of the day, blah, blah, blah. Kind of a bunch of junk, and I don't really use it, but I just thought for a summary page, this could evolve. I can tell it to pretty much put whatever on there. It's
just kind of a basic landing page of like, here's your accounts, here's what's happening in the world today.
So if I click over to this other tab, properties, you can see I've got all my rentals here with current P&Ls and owners and equity positions. There's a tab for flips, which just keeps track with what's the address, the picture, what status is it in,
what loans you had,
what percentage ownership am, what's the insurance information, when does that expire, any notes.
Dude, this is just such a good solid ground for like a hub. This is really great.
Yeah. So like I can click on this and get more info, and it can tell me that my total net profit was this.
Did you sell stuff?
And there's also like post-sale little info that I had to do. I had to cancel insurance and utilities. This will like be flagged until I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold Stephanie.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's the insurance, and it's also a reminder, like, did you cancel your insurance? Because I've lost money on that.
Insurance and utilities, right? You got to make sure you cancel those.
And it automatically went and grabbed my closing statements because it has full access to my emails and text messages.
Man,
so it can grab a lot of this autonomously. It grabbed my statement from when I bought it and my statement from when I sold it.
Beautiful.
That way I have that for my, I can upload any other attachments that I want to this. Proceeds, all in cost, blah, 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 blah.
How much money did you make on that? So it says you made
$78,709.
and you can say that number. That's fine. So like after your flip, after all your splits, after your insurance, your lending, all your loan fees, closing costs, you made $78,000.
And a lot of that was pulled from my bookkeeping.
Yeah.
So it just automatically pulls it.
Okay.
And then there's this one that's in anyway. And then all my previous flips.
Cool.
So it's got, and I can click on which year down here, I believe, somewhere. Oh, anyway, still cleaning that stuff up.
So it tells you like your profit and loss on all your projects, assuming that you have, good books, obviously, with your properties, which is part of what NickBooks does for you, I'm assuming. Cool.
So there's a list of all my rentals and the current,
How come you haven't made any money on Rebecca's Way?
I just haven't inputted that info yet.
Gotcha.
So that one's actually, I haven't messed with that one yet because actually I have a partner, Tyler, with that one. He does the bookkeeping and all that stuff.
Okay.
I just haven't told it what to do with that one.
Cool.
But and then here's personal properties that I own, and here's what I've sold. And I need to go back and update some of that stuff, but it just pulled a lot of stuff from old spreadsheets that I had. My finances, here's where this is going to look more like QuickBooks.
Right.
You can pull up transactions here, and you can see here's all my accounts that are live and active. And like, okay, so on this, like, let's see, where is it? The RV park. Let's grab the RV park account. I can quickly, it's already defaulted to this is the project, this is the business, so I don't have to tell it every time.
Cool.
And it automatically tells, that's probably for insurance. So this is how I categorize that transaction. Post. Like, that's right. Because it already kind of knows what these things are.
Yeah.
This is just, so this caught that this expense from Walmart, what was it? It wasn't an event, but it was supplies. So it will eventually catch on that that's supplies. Post.
Cool.
Anyway,
dude, that's so simplified.
Yeah, that's it. So I just go to each account and just like you would on QuickBooks and just categorize what it is for what. And there's a receipt tracker. which I can email just like I would QuickBooks. If I take photos of a receipt, I could just send it to a particular email, and then it will capture it in here later and tie it to transactions. Here's my current debts, insurance, vehicles. So all my financing stuff is tracked here. Here's another cool thing. This saved me $90 a month, my RV park tab.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's already linked with Stripe, and it has my Stripe API keys, which is a credit card ACH provider.
Yeah.
So it's its own business.
So I use Stripe as my payment processing too. That's why I'm looking at this like, okay.
We had a couple evictions this so we have less occupancy this month. But right now we're sitting at 81% occupied. This is what expected. Outstanding balances with people.
Oh, it tells you click to view who's outstanding.
Who's late.
Oh man.
What's vacant. This is the manager spot. People are all paid just fine. It'll automatically collect like this one here.
Yeah.
This one's got a card attached.
Okay.
I was paying an extra 3% on $500 every month to let them use their credit card. But with ACH, it's free for me.
Sure.
And there's no credit card fees. So I just told them, and it got built in. I'm like, hey, sorry, I can no longer take debit cards unless we charge a transaction fee. But if you have your ACH information, it will still be free. And they just sent me their ACH info. I updated it, but it updated itself here, and it's just going to pull every month.
Now you have a RV Park manager.
And so I'll net a little bit
more
money here too.
You have an RV Park manager as well?
Yeah.
Are they doing any of this back end stuff, or are they just relaying the info to you to put it into this?
Yeah. So I pick up cash from them. They have handwritten notes. They're in their 70s. They don't even text.
Sure.
I'll text them. They'll call me back.
Right. You gotta love when people are like that.
They don't even text on the phone, so they're not going to do this.
Sure.
When we first met, I brought them a computer and showed them how the software kind of worked. And I can tell their eyes just glazed over, and I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's
like teaching somebody a board game that's like doesn't like board games.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not, it's actually not that important. And I should be clued in at least once a month. I only spend like an hour on it. And actually this, I used to with my other software, it was kind of clunky. I had to go through each one and update it a certain way. This helps me update everything so much faster because I could just do it in a text block of just like everybody paid except for this person and this person and this person.
Yeah.
And it will just screen it all there. Or I can go to each one individually and update it in like exactly what date they paid and stuff. But it's making it so much easier because it will actually just use an LLM model too to help put everybody where they should be. And it will be audited by somebody else.
Yeah.
Another LLM to make sure they did it correctly.
Gotcha.
So before I get into the big ones, here's the podcast.
Oh, cool.
So we got a podcast page where automatically, so this morning I just put in what our title would be and hit add episode, and then it created it. It already knew which episode it would be. So this would be the next one.
Sure.
Hit add episode and put in some details.
Okay.
Now, so let's see. Once this one is live.
Oh, cool.
I can take a simple URL to the
buying up in North Idaho, Nick will set the pace. Fixing flips, rentals, 2 best moves in the place. Call a text, Nick Beveridge, 208-964-0494. North Idaho hustle, stacking deals and more.
Opus Clips project and put it in here and just hit submit. And it will do its own posting of 168 clips a week on all those different websites, just making it even easier. I don't even have to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
I could just do it all from here.
This is really intuitive, Nick. Like this is, I'm actually really impressed with this.
And then here is, if I don't want to go to a coding agent and I'm not at my computer, I can just ask it to do anything and change anything on the website.
So you've got like a Grok built into here.
I got a Grok coding agent built in as a Grok like chat window.
I love it.
But it will just make, like this morning RD looked at our new website. He's like, this is great. He's like, but the seller tab, he's like, can you make it so you can put an appointment on the seller tab? And I just pulled this up on my phone and I just did it right here. I'm like, on our website on the seller tab, can you make it so they can book an appointment on that page too?
Yeah.
I hit submit and that was it. And then it went to town on the back end, and I didn't have to go to a computer and pull up a coding agent window
Yeah.
and tell it what to do because it's already wired in. It knows how to start.
Cool. So then when you did that, you didn't have to like paste anything after. You just told it what to do, and it's going to work on it, and it's going to fix it. You don't have to change
It
anything?
already did. It's already done.
Love it.
Here's the wild thing. All right. There's another link that will take you to our actual CRM, which is you can see it's a website.
Yeah.
This is our northidahorei.com website, but there is a word in front of it that I'm not going to say on the air.
Right.
And then it's the word dot. That way we don't have to pay for another domain, and it's all free.
Now, if I were to go on that website, can I access this one?
You'd have to log in.
Okay.
You'd have to have a login with a password, and I'd have to invite you.
Yeah. So I don't want it. I was just curious, like how secure it was. You know what I mean?
So this is really interesting because this CRM was built 100% by me with just what I wanted it to look like.
Yeah. And
then any crazy feature that I thought of that's like, I didn't even know if it was possible. I just told it to build it and it built it. And things are working. So like with contacts, here's all of our contacts. Here's our deal pipeline that looks a lot like Go High Level, and you can switch it from a board like this to where you can move one transaction over from like, okay, it's coming soon, it's an active showing, it's active listing, it's under contract.
Got it.
And you can just move it, but it will actually automatically move as it sees. Like last night or yesterday, we got an accepted offer on one of our listings, and it automatically moved it because it saw in my emails that we had an accepted offer, and it's already going to town.
Cool.
And starting to manage that transaction with anything in my text messages and emails that can give it context to fill in the blanks.
Okay.
You could also just look at this as a list. And then this is still in progress, but Katie, the transaction coordinator over here.
I like all your South Park figures. She's working.
So I made everybody South Park
vigorously.
characters. And if you go, that AI chat in the other window, I kind of made that one on steroids here.
Yeah.
Where everyone's a South Park character with their own persona, but they can still make changes to anything in the website or any requests like, hey, I want you to mail or email all the investors in the database this deal.
Yeah.
And it will just find all the investors and email them whatever. And shows to look. So like anything you can possibly think of, it basically spins up an agent.
Okay.
That's already working directly out of NickBooks and Raven. And it could just build whatever you want or put together whatever you want, communicate with anybody. Just anything you can think of, it will just do it.
It's how it says you have memory of a 24-hour, you've got a 24-hour memory, which is like the real Nick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if I tell you something yesterday, you're not going to remember what we talked about.
Yeah, so I can extend this. But you can extend it.
Okay, cool.
So if you want this long going chat and you want it to remember one chat after another, it'll automatically reset and start a new agent after 24 hours, or you can extend it.
Cool.
So I just extended it, whatever agent I was working on in the past. And then I can make a little, this morning I was thinking, I should have a sidebar with like previous chats, just like a chat window.
A history tab or whatever, yeah.
But I can be like, tell me who Jeremy Kitchen is.
Yeah, we tried this last time. It didn't work seamlessly, but I'm sure it's going to
try again
to evolve.
this time. Okay. Oh, so we've already done this?
Yeah.
And pulled up this window?
Podcast co-host, not a sales prospect. So keep him off the leads list.
Okay.
If I buy a house, I'm buying a house.
Tell me more about him, though.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Here we go. What's it going to say?
See what kind of shit you're talking about me.
Let's see. It's digging in. It's probably looking through a lot of old text messages and emails and stuff.
You guys have been talking for a while.
Oh, we got a lot to talk about here. There we go. Jeremy Kitchen, ID number, past client, out of your sphere, 2 closed deals. There's this email. You texted him on July 10th, so the relationship's warm. Still your co-host, not a lead.
Cool. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. I mean,
it's something. Yeah. But you probably wouldn't be texting this thing. Mostly what this is probably going to be used for is like, hey, can you add this feature? Or can you change the way that this works?
But the more you keep up on your CRMs too, like the more you put input on people. Yeah. Hey, birthday's this. He likes fish. He goes fishing. You know what I mean? Like the more it can kind of give you that back end.
Yep. And then here's another cool thing. Like if you want to add a new contact, you can just enter everything manually, or you can do an AI dump.
Cool.
And so if you click this, you basically just dump anything that you have on like text messages or whatever string, and it will build everything for you automatically. And here's the insane part. I know we're skipping over some stuff. Here's reports and everything, like you would see in most CRMs. But this feature I train called Reengage, and what it does is it will take control of my phone. I can add a campaign to it, and let's say I want to pull up. Give me 100 contacts in my database that it looks like I had communication with, between the last 3 and 5 years.
Yeah.
But things went stale.
Sure.
And text and start texting them according to the Reengage scripts.
Yeah.
And it will use my phone, my Apple phone.
Okay.
And text messages will be starting to be sent from them one every like 180 seconds. So that way it doesn't flag Apple as like a spammer or something like that. And it's going to have some context on each person before it sends them a message.
Have you done this yet?
I played for like 3 hours doing role playing.
Okay.
So I trained it, and it took a lot of notes on like how, and it pulled up 20 contacts.
Yeah.
Random contacts. Some were vendors, some were past clients, some were just like cold leads.
Yeah.
Just a mixed bag of all kinds of people, 20 people.
That's super interesting.
And what I did was it told me, okay, here's the person and here's what you have in the database. And so I played Nick and I said, hey, Jeremy, sorry we hadn't talked in so long. Hope everything's going well. Just curious if you have any real estate plans this year.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like
that's
depending
so
on the
much
contact,
better than nothing.
something other than the contact. And then it would respond as Jeremy, like, oh yeah, long time no talk. How's everything? But basically get to the point where like, if it wants you to stop talking, it'll stop talking.
Sure.
But if that person shows any remote interest in like, set me up on a search, or I plan to do something here soon, or if not, it might ask for a referral too. Just say, hey, just out of curiosity, do you have anybody looking to buy or sell real estate that I can contact? Just trying to ramp up my business this year. Things like that. And if it gives you a lead, it will alert a human right away for someone to respond to the lead.
A human, like it'll go to someone on your team?
It will alert us,
cool.
Oh, we got somebody, and then it will stop responding.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I don't want it to like continue to impersonate me.
Yeah.
Just re-engage. And if it sounds like it's going nowhere, just log it for later and move on to the next. But that way it can go through 100 people in a few hours.
Yeah. So this is using your phone number to do text messages
all remote,
all through your Apple messages, correct? Not through a third party.
All through Apple messages, and it can text like Androids too, just like your iMessage.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So like
imitating me.
Yeah.
Based off the context that I have with these people, and that's why I spent so long trying to build insane context. On people. That way we can have extremely targeted marketing. Yeah. But not make it look like marketing.
Right.
And if we have 12,000 people.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of those people have no idea who I am.
Sure.
But a few hundred do.
Yeah.
Maybe 1,500.
Yeah.
And if they show any interest in buying or selling real estate, I can refer that to somebody.
Yeah.
People in my referral network, which I have as part of my CRM, I can invite people into my referral network.
Okay.
And they can have access to the CRM with fresh contacts, no contacts.
Right.
But only people that I can assign to them. So I can go to my settings here and I can go invite agents.
Yeah.
And I've got all these people that are testing it right now that on Facebook that have volunteered.
Yeah.
But I can put someone's name in here, their email, and then what role. And I can have them as a referral agent.
Okay.
So their own leads only, walled off. Any contacts that they put in manually, I'll never see them. If there's privacy issues there that I want to respect.
Yeah.
So they can use it as their own CRM at no cost.
Okay.
And just have this wonderful CRM with no AI features though. So I walled off. There's no AI. But as far as like you can set up your phone, you can set up in your email and sync everything that way, but it won't be calling API calls to my Grok and my Claude. But there's a link where you can bring your own API keys if you have your own subscription.
Cool.
Where you can set it up to like use your own data.
Yeah.
On here.
Gotcha.
So it's already ready to go.
Yeah.
So I can send people leads in the referral network who want to be, if they're an agent in the area and they want leads from me once they're warm and ready, and it can all be done autonomously.
That's incredible. Like
it's all set up and ready to go.
The text messaging thing in particular is super cool. I was trying to implement that with high level.
That took a lot of training. So it was role playing. And then we reverse after the 20 contacts, we reverse the roles like, okay, now you're Nick and I'm a contact. So give me 5 contacts that I will pretend to be.
Sure.
And we'll see how you do.
Cool.
And it did pretty good.
Okay. I just like, I had to buy a separate phone number on Go High Level and I had to set up all this stuff. And it's still like, I got a roadblock at every single time.
I kept getting roadblocks. I kept
it never even came to fruition. Like I bought the phone number and it just sits there now because I don't know how to use it.
And you have to get permission for people to text you and all that stuff. So,
which you should.
So we're here's the gray area, but here's how we're getting around it.
Yeah.
I'm really only wanted to contact people that I've had text message contact with in the past.
Right. That you've actually
or emailed
had a conversation with.
People that I've actually communicated with in the past, not just cold leads that we've never gotten a hold of. People that have given us their phone number at one point to reach out to them.
Yeah. And then obviously when they click like yes, even on your website where you're downloading the sheets or whatever. I told you Sean always calls on the podcast.
He says you're right.
Every time I look for that. But yeah, like if you have it, so people are downloading your spreadsheets, right? If they put in their contact, it says like, yes, we can contact you. And if you click that button, you just have that permission.
Yeah.
So that's great. This is super cool.
Yeah. So here's another cool thing that wasn't a complete waste, but you remember when I got into, setting up OpenClaw agents, tried to build bots, I thought you needed separate computers.
Yeah.
So I had 3 computers. I had my work computer, Mac Mini. I had the Katie computer, and then I had the Kyle computer.
Yeah.
Turns out Kyle and Katie can just run directly out of here.
Cool.
And they're just personas or whatever. Claude and Grok are doing all the work, or any future AI can just swap the heads.
Okay.
It could be Kimmy 3 or whatever AI. I'm not bound to use whatever in here.
Yeah.
But it turned out having extra machines was a pretty big, not a big waste because I was able to utilize it to make this system more stable.
Sure.
So I have 2 computers. I took Kyle's and wiped it.
Okay.
And then cloned everything here and synced the 2 so that every 3 minutes they're syncing.
Okay.
And I've got Kyle at home in my office upstairs.
Okay.
It's running better, faster internet than the office, but the office can run fast internet sometimes it's slow.
Sure.
So the main hub for hosting the CRM and the website is at my office. And then if it goes down, if the internet goes down at all, it will automatically switch hosting to the office.
Okay.
So if
to your home office,
to my home office,
yeah,
and vice versa.
Okay.
So if I have, someday a couple hundred people in the area that are using this CRM platform and have referral leads and stuff, they don't have to depend on my office internet working.
Sure.
Or that one. And then I can have a third backup, which I don't have set up yet, but I can have a VPN for like $5 or $10 a month.
Yeah.
And have like a third fallback option if like the internet goes down at my house and at the office, then that one would kick on.
Sure.
As a backup.
Yeah.
To continue to host the websites and everything.
Right.
Because right now, everything's being hosted locally for free. I don't know how it works exactly, but Claude Code and Grok figured it all out.
Yeah. You don't need to know how to.
Yeah. All I know is like, is it stable? It's very stable for now.
Yeah.
And if both internets go out, I'm kind of out of luck, but at least everything's syncing in the cloud, and I had the option to just get a VPN.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's ever an issue, then maybe I'll get it.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll spend $5 a month to host all this stuff.
So you have to keep your computer on, I'm assuming, in order for it to continue. Yeah.
But these Mac Minis, they're meant to be on all the time. It's a long time ago. You don't damage them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're meant to just act as like little mini servers that just stay on.
Yeah.
That take very low power.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
any questions?
Cool. Dude, the whole thing is so cool. The questions would be like, how do I build something like this? Obviously, like you and I want to sit down with you for more than 2 hours and like have you just kind of run through a couple things with me.
What would be best if it's like, if I knew what you did all day and how you did your workflows, and then how can you just bring it into like a command center and try to build all the native tools directly? Because it just built everything directly instead of me using other people's tech.
Yeah,
it just built it all on files on my computer, and it takes up very little room.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's awesome. The things I need, obviously, I need website. I need possible help with someone building like a Katie, like yours, not like a transaction coordinator, but somebody to act as just an assistant, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So somebody to help answer phone calls, like, hey, Jeremy's unavailable, he's on a shoot right now, how can I help? And like having that automatically happen, and then just having that sync to my website, like it looks like the availability's there, but let me check with Jeremy, and just kind of getting people, so I'm not constantly needing to be on the phone with them. Not like I don't mind it, but when I'm out of town a lot, like whenever I go out of town,
if you miss calls, you miss opportunities.
Yeah, I miss a lot, unfortunately. But I'm also getting a lot.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm missing a lot is because I get a lot.
Yeah.
But I also want to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. No, there's ways
whenever
to do
we have let's get together sometime and sit down and just spend a few hours on it. It's not something that can be done quickly.
No, I know that.
But if you get set up on the right track, you can take it from there.
Yeah.
As long as you know how to like get the initial setup, which actually doesn't take too long. It's maybe a half hour.
Sure.
And then it's like, okay, there's your worker bees. You just tell them what you want, and they'll just start building it,
dude.
And you can just watch the progress and all the tweaks and everything you want to build on top of it. You just keep asking for stuff.
Yeah.
They don't complain.
I got so mad at like ChatGPT the other day.
Yeah.
I was having it edit an image for me, and it just wasn't listening.
It just doesn't. I hate it.
Like the first,
I've given up on the thumbnails. I went back to Canva.
Yeah.
It just will not listen to instructions on even their smarter 5.6 model that's supposed to be Fable. Like they're retarded. They do not follow instructions.
I always feel like the first iteration's really good, and then I keep asking for like a better one, and it fucking shits the bed so bad.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I haven't even thought of yet. I should do an image. Oh, dude, I don't know why I didn't think about that. I should take all my instructions that I have in ChatGPT, and I should just have that available for the CLI agents to work on.
Yeah.
Because then they won't feel rushed or pressured on a website to just like give you a generic image, like quick. Like, here's what you didn't ask for. Here's what you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
Like it will follow the instructions.
That's super cool.
And have an auditor. Yeah.
There's
I'm going to try it out. That'll be my next thing that I work on. But I honestly, I got back to work.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of clients that I'm working with again. And it's just, things are smoother.
That was going to be my question. Obviously, going back to work, like as much as you're iterating this AI, like there has to be a stopping point where the AI just needs to do the work, and you need to actually get back to being an agent. You know what I mean?
I'm at that point finally.
Good.
I'm at that point but like anything I still want to build, I can do it. So I don't have to spend hours sitting there going back and forth, being the liaison between a website chat and a coding agent.
Sure.
When the website chat just doesn't really care,
right?
It just wants to give you a response,
right?
As far as like what you're really trying to do, no matter how smart the agent is, it's just it's weird how these websites, they just don't always follow instructions like you think that they would.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think they are trying, but also it is so weird when you give something a prompt and I'm like, that was great, but I need it just a little bit different, and it'll shit the bed more and more and more and more and more. I'm like, where did we go wrong?
Yeah.
And I start a new chat window and I'm like, hey, forget everything we talked about. This is a brand new thing. This is what I want. And it's still like shits the bed worse than the first time. I'm like, what are you doing to me?
What are you doing? Yeah.
I'm asking you to turn a house like this in an image. That's all I want. And it's just like,
yeah. Got to be using a CLA agent apparently.
Yeah. No, this is super cool, man. How much money are you saving on all your subscriptions? So you're done with QuickBooks. You're done with Go High Level.
Yeah, I'm done with the property management software for the RV park.
Yeah.
Hosting the website too. I mean, over $300 a month.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's good savings.
Just in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the savings. It's about like freeing up my time.
Right.
And this really has soaked a lot of my time intentionally over the last, a few months, learning how to get really good with AI. But I feel like I feel like I finally figured it out to where I'm not doing so much manual work. Because before, when I kept talking about like how to manage these projects and like you download these MD files and then you upload it back to the project, and blah, 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 just not needed.
Yeah,
because your coding agents always take notes about what they did,
right,
and handoffs, and they're good about cleaning things up.
So you're saving about $300 a month. So over a year annualized, you're looking at about $3,600 savings.
Yeah. Yep.
And is it worth it for what you built? Is the question.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Here's another kind of crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying $100 a month for Claude, $100 a month for Grok to have like big, juicy usage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can dial both those way down to like $20 a month for Grok or Claude, $30 a month for Grok.
Yeah.
And I'll have Grok as my main, and with Claude as the fallback in case I run out of usage there. But knowing what I was able to get for $30 a month, doing these long projects that would last like 12 hours, but it's unnecessary work.
Yeah.
Most of the big stuff that this can build, that it's done within like 4 minutes, 8 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just, and then your usage resets every few hours anyway.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to have to spend $200 a month on AI anymore. I think it's going to be more like $50.
Sure.
So I'm going to reduce those subscriptions and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of built out what I need to. Now it's just about kind of maintaining and making tweaks here and there. I don't need $200 a month.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I mean, if you're going from $300 a month to $200 a month,
and also just looking at the usage limits, versus using the website versus the coding agents, huge difference in usage.
Okay.
Those coding agents can work and work and work, and you're barely using any usage.
Right.
But on the website, you're going back and forth and adding another layer, and it just, I don't know why, but it drains your usage so much more when it's reading files on the website.
Gotcha.
Versus when it's just working on your computer.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I feel like it just uses way less of your restricted usage, per 6 hours or whatever.
Is your guys' website still hosted by Wix then, I'm assuming?
No, it's hosted by me.
Okay, so NorthIdahoREI.com is one of
NorthIdahoREI.com is now just hosted in my private network.
Okay.
Through Cloudflare, but there's no monthly or annual fees. The only thing I pay for is having the domain.
Right.
So the actual NorthIdahoREI.com.
Right.
I think I pay $10 or $15 a year.
Right. They're not expensive.
And then with the NickBooks, the transactions, I pay $15 a year to have that service where it's linking all my credit cards and debit cards and retirement accounts and everything, so that I can do my books. But huge difference from $115 a month to $15 a year. And then that $115 a month went up to $140
on Wix?
I would have kept on QuickBooks.
QuickBooks, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got an email saying that your subscription is going up to $140.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, sir.
You didn't see that I just canceled yesterday.
Right. So in order for somebody to access your website, this is what I was trying to get to too. So in order for somebody to access your website, this computer or your other computer needs to be on, right? Because it's going okay.
I think so.
That's not something I'd like to build. I'd like to keep on my Wix, but that's something I can still have you help me build my website on, right?
Yeah, but here's if we ever had issues with it, like I said, we can just for like $5 a month have a third fallback option.
Sure.
If the internet goes out at my house and the internet also goes out at my office for whatever reason, both internets, different providers.
Yeah.
Then we could you just get a VPN as another option that it would just ping right to if like both are down.
Cool.
Instead of, because hosting it through Wix is just different. Like the website was built by agents on my computer and it's hosted.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
Still
through them somehow.
Right.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm not as techie as you would think. But you don't have to be.
Yeah,
you just have to you just have to know what you want and speak English to it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely on my list to build, and I want to build like lead funnels and stuff, like download these or get access to my community park photos, you send me your email, and then just start campaigns with that. And I want to funnel some stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Heck yeah.
No, man, this is really cool. You've built a really cool thing. It's cool to see that your work is like getting a point of completion. Obviously, you are going to be optimizing it and making it better as time goes on, but you're not going to be like building the thing. You've got your core foundation.
It's built. We can start using it. It works.
Cool.
Yeah. And I have been using it, and it's just, I'm sure nothing's going to be perfect with it, but like anything that, whenever you're using a website or a platform or something, and if there's something that you don't like about it, or if it's glitching, what do you usually do?
Go to a different website?
Nothing about it. Yeah, you change providers, or you just do you send a ticket like to their tech team and be like, hey, do you mind switching this? Or
this is kind of clunky.
It's just kind of, like that doesn't, you just accept it, right?
Yeah.
Or you just, or like you said, if you just don't like it, you just move to a different website.
Right.
With this, if there's anything on this website that we're using, or the CRM, or my personal NickBooks, or whatever, if there's anything I ever don't like, or like, oh, I need a sorting option for the dates.
Sure.
I just type in on my other screen, I need a sorting option for the dates in the NickBooks finance tracker.
Yeah.
And then be able to sort for other things too. Click. And then and then I can go back to my work, and then I refresh my screen a couple minutes later. There it is.
Yeah.
And that's how it's been this last week of like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need this.
Okay.
And then before I leave the office, hey, can you run an audit on this, on all these features that was built today, and see if they can run any smoother, check for bugs, and I'm going for the night. Good night. Something like that. And then they'll make a little bit more improvements. Then I'll see the next time I'm on. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you could just, even if you don't know what you want, you could just say, build every feature that the best CRM would have.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be that, if you're not that creative, but you need a CRM and you wanted to build it on your own, and you have Claude Code or Grok on your computer.
Yeah.
That's all you really need to say.
Yeah.
Is just build me a CRM, take your time on it, make sure it has every feature that the most highest end CRM would have.
Yeah.
The end. And then you come back 30 minutes later and it's built.
Love it.
And then you're like, well, don't make the screen so dark.
Yeah. Make it lighter.
Make it a lighter screen. And it's done in 30 seconds. Crazy. What else? What else do you want? What else do you want? It's like you have like this tech super guy right beside you, and you can just make requests, and you don't have to, and you just, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it gets done just like that.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty crazy experience to actually go from all the planning mode for months, trying to figure out how to build everything and go through these projects, to just like, this is what I want, and it's built.
Yeah.
And then tweak this, built. Like, so much of a different wild experience. And I'm just, I guess I'm grateful for all the free time I've had this year that I've been able to play with this. But everything I've said on other podcasts about how to build stuff with AI, such a waste of time compared to this.
And we talked about that hockey stick growth of AI.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's going to continue to evolve at a pace that we can't keep up with.
Yeah.
But right now it feels like it's pretty optimized for what you need.
Yep.
Like, I mean, the last couple of months, you're like, yeah, we've kind of clunked through a couple things and we've done this, but now you're just like, no, I click it and it's done. It's
just got more aggressive.
Yeah.
And just said, do it.
Love it.
And it works. AI, when you're speaking to the right channel, will just do what you say.
Yeah.
All right. That's about all I got.
Cool.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this show.
Real quick, has anyone given you any feedback on your CRM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One guy right away was like, hey, I've got an iPhone, but my computer is Windows. So how can I connect the two? And it figured out ways to try to, like, I just copied and pasted what he was wanting and put it in the CRM and put it in the coding agent and said, hey, this tester wants this. Can you build it out for him?
Yeah.
And then it was just a couple of back and forth emails of that, and it just built it for him.
Cool.
So any feedback that I get from people, if it's stuff that like legitimately, like, yeah, we can have that.
Yeah.
I'll just copy and paste
what
they want, and it will get built.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Well, I'm looking forward to the future with what you build with it, and I'm looking forward to you getting back to work.
All right. Me too. Thanks, everyone.
We'll talk to you later.
Have a great day, and get your cheese.
Yeah.
People are eating enough cheese. I see the cheese in the stores, and it's just
so much
falling
cheese
off the shelves. People need to buy more cheese.
Yeah.
It's important.
It is important.
Bye.
Yeah. This is the Investor Shed, we out the door. Nick Beveridge, Jeremy Kitchen, thank you for the support. Appreciate you listening every week, every play. You keep the lights on when you like and subscribe today. We talk real estate and we build for more. And AI and business, yeah, that door stays open for. Love it or hate it, we still gon' say we're bringing that future to the shed right here today. Like and subscribe, keep the show alive. Like and subscribe, the Investor Shed survive. Nick Beveridge, Jeremy Kitchen, we appreciate you. Thanks for listening, we'll be back with something new.